México no quiere confrontación.
Negotiate or retaliate. Countries around the world are responding to US President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs, set to strike some of the country's biggest trading partners on Tuesday, with southern neighbour Mexico both promising retaliation and urging Trump to come to the negotiating table.
Le dije, a ver, presidente Trump, en vez de estar peleándonos con tarifas, pues vamos hablando. Así se entiende la gente. Vamos hablando, vámonos comunicando, vámonos coordinando, pero no.
And to the north, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced Canada's own two-stage 25% tariff plan on $107 billion worth of American goods, matching the taxes Trump levied on Canada and Mexico. And speaking directly to the American people, Trudeau warned that it's citizens who will pay the price for a trade war.
It will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery store, gas at the pump. It will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security.
Across the Atlantic, European leaders are meeting in Brussels in anticipation of their own round of tariffs, which Trump has said will definitely happen, with the European Commission saying they'll respond firmly to any unfair action. The UK, however, could be spared if, Trump says, a deal is struck.
Well, Prime Minister Starmer has been very nice. We've had a couple of meetings. We've had numerous phone calls. We're getting along very well. We'll see whether or not we can balance out our budget. With the European Union, it's $350 billion deficit. So obviously something's going to take place there.
And as the US dollar soars, stock markets across Europe and Asia, including in Taiwan, tumbled on Monday as investors digested the impact of the tariffs. And while China says they plan to file a lawsuit with the World Trade Organization over Trump's 10% tariffs on their imports, a report from the Wall Street Journal says that Beijing has plans to propose restoring the unused Phase 1 trade agreement from 2020, a deal that required China to increase purchases of American products by $200 billion over a 2-year period. Taipei, meanwhile, has said it will offer support to Taiwanese businesses affected by Trump's tariffs to relocate to the United States. Taiwan's tech companies are particularly vulnerable, as many have factories in both Mexico and China. Amid foggy details and the threat of further tariffs, economists are warning that the global economy is facing a lot of uncertainty.
We don't know exactly how Mexico and China will retaliate. We don't know whether there will be a quick negotiated solution and the tariffs are gone by the end of this week. And then perhaps most importantly, we don't know whether this is a limited action just focused on these countries, or whether this is the start of a broader trade war that Trump intends to engage in with the rest of the world and with the UK and Europe, for example.
Despite admitting that US citizens will feel the financial pinch in the short term, Donald Trump remains firm on his America First policy, even if that means frustrating some of the US's closest political and economic allies, and risks plunging the world into a global trade war of unprecedented scale. James Lin, Rosie Greneger and Reece Ayers for TaiwanPlus.